Afamari na you. Afamari na you. This is a rugged full moon Akosali presented by Afamari Mother's Deck on the 27th star 9 moon 2402 century under the regime of Norwich Day Gustave by Katikal Aru Evil Chameleon aka 36 character aka Aru Rich and Rugged aka who they come they fear aka who they go they fear aka face of Alpha serving execution director wiring the bastard on board on board this island. I want to recognize somebody like Karoli Tujo, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. I don't want to recognize somebody like Aru Gomboy, executioner retired on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. I don't want to recognize somebody like Osaru Believe, serving pilot Riga Flotilla if you believe Eko Rugged. I don't want to recognize somebody like Egyptian King Pharaoh, executioner retired on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. We also recognize somebody like Ike Wamo, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. We recognize somebody like Iken Diaba of Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. We have recognized the serving Asman on board Mother's Deck, somebody like Sky if you believe Eko Rugged. We have recognized the serving SKP on board Mother's Deck, somebody like EBS Kuba if you believe Eko Rugged. We have Tutu Woski to be checkmated by the BSTs, somebody like Don Penke XYZ on board Mother's Deck. Aroya Tutu Woski to be checkmated if you believe Eko Rugged. And on board this island, we also recognize somebody like Olua Bam Bam, aka Omega Marine Princess. Arrow Deadline, you are rugged. Executioner emeritus on board Omega Marine Beast 2 from Norway. We have recognize somebody like Icon XY on board Beta Marine. We have recognize somebody like Aquatic XY on board Viper Marine Patrol if you believe Eko Rugged. Aru at this point, let's recognize the death men of Mother's Deck. Somebody like Toru Fari, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Somebody like Fela Aru Nketa, executioner emeritus Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Somebody like Innocent, executioner retired on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Man like Ibekwe, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Somebody like OBI, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Man like Nosu, executioner retired on board Afamari if you believe Eko Rugged. Somebody like Soki, executioner emeritus on board Afamari if you believe Eko Rugged. Somebody like Young G, executioner RTD on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Man like Achiman, executioner RTD on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Man like Bishop, executioner retired on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Somebody like Daniel Harry, executioner retired on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Man like Clinton, executioner retired on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Man like Dan, executioner retired, still executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Man like Jimmy, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Man like Akobondo, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Somebody like Precious, executioner retired on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. Somebody like Ebinabo, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. I can never forget man like Lanky, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. I can never forget man like Femi GF, executioner on board Mother's Deck and executioner emeritus of Afamari if you believe Eko Rugged. I can never forget somebody like Nengi, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. I can never forget somebody like Tony, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. I can never forget man like Chester, executioner emeritus on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. I can never forget man like CJ, last day hand on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged. At this great point, let's remember our executioner retired in Valhalla. Somebody like General Baku, rest in Valhalla. Somebody like Isioma, rest in Valhalla. Somebody like Escalate, executioner retired on Mother's Deck, rest in Valhalla. I have recognized the serving executioner on board Mother's Deck if you believe Eko Rugged.
Arrow mate. Arrow rugged mate. Arrow for the scarp, tava vasavo. For nostra alma entramos nostra rua. For Elohi. Arrow mate. I remember nonchalant vacantico arrow evo chameleon. Saving instruction on oppose, if believe you could rugged. Arrow by the park confide in me and I alone on no position of a marine. I have opened this session for rugged Mr. Selling Ayo. That's so. Those men. Dangerous. Alpha Marine, Anye. Beta Marine, Anye. Omega Marine, Anye. Katigat, Anye. Alpha Marine, Anye. Live Marine, Anye. Pilino, Anye. Sipta, Anye. Via Marine, Anye. Supreme Vikings, Anye.